Hello and welcome, this is Crow. Welcome to my gaming den. This is Curious Expedition, and we are going to continue with the third expedition. Now from here we have to decide, are we going to the rich Arctic, the Curious Arctic, or the merciless drylands? In the last video I didn't discuss what I wanted to do, but I did sit here and contemplate my options, and I think I'm gonna stick with kind of the warmer climate, so we're gonna go to the merciless drylands. The air was fresh and tasted of salt as I stored my equipment on the ship. We had little time before the ship was to be ready, so I imagined what my visage would look like on a society statue. We were approached by a soldier that had asked us to find Conrad the Disorder. Upon hearing that we had no proof of Conrad's whereabouts or status, he was quite disappointed. Sorry, my dude. A collector of sorts greeted me this morning. He said he tasked me to acquire a rare idol that was said to be located in a native settlement in the area we were headed to. He guaranteed worthwhile recompense if we were able to return with it. Let's accept. He nodded gratefully and wished us luck on our expedition. My previous expeditions had not been of any particular renown, so I was not surprised to see little interest in my departure of our ship. I was relieved to see that at least one interested individual arrived to offer to join our expedition. Excuse me. Anupam Manekshaw. Looks like he's a fighter. I'm okay with that. We could certainly use a merchant like Anpa in our number. There were far more famous adventurers preparing their boats right now, and the harbor remained almost empty for the remainder of the day. Thankfully, someone was inclined to show up and was curious to ask about our trek. Oh, Sister August. Okay. We could indeed utilize a focused missionary on our expedition, and welcome Sister August. At long last, our vessel is primed for departure. And I have no money. No money whatsoever. Alright. Expedition number 3. Let's see. Alright, so far, so good. Alright. I was finishing up my morning ablutions as one of the crew called Land Ahoy. I knew this place held something special for us. Let's go ahead and refill our water. Made sure to bring some additional water rations from our vessel stocks. Careful preparation would be critical to our trek. However, I had the feeling that Captain wished me to depart. Let's go ahead and begin the expedition. I think that's an achievement up there. World 3, reach World 3. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and head north. And we found a shrine right off the bat. Alright. A temple long forgotten by mankind stood bathed in light before us. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. Hanging vines partially concealed the entrance that led within. The structure was slightly tilted and subsiding, although the ground seemed stable enough to attempt entry. Let's go inside. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I had audio issues with the last episode, and I actually absolutely love that when you're in the shrine, it has like this angelic, just music playing. And we're gonna go ahead and take both of these. It's a golden goblet, it's 40 value, 50 fame, 40 funds, and a owl head, which is value 50, fame 70, funds 40. Alright, let us go. What a glorious day the treasure was to be mine. We grabbed what we could and dashed out as the ground around us started to collapse behind us, as an ever-expanding chasm was formed, and we would need to move as fast as our legs could take us. Oh boy. Let's continue heading north. Let's get out of here. Oh, how are we gonna reach our ship? Oh, how are we gonna reach our ship? Let's not worry about that right now. We approached an old campsite. There was debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition from long ago. The rotten remains of what had been an African explorer presented us with a toothless smile. All the bones we found had been cracked open and it seemed sucked dry of their marrow. This area was marked heavily by animal tracks. Okay. This place surely retained some trinkets of worth. We spread out and searched the area. We were delighted to see one of the corpses was still clinging to some valuable equipment. I will be taking the cocoa leaves, and I will be taking the beans. As we left, we became aware that our presence had attracted ferocious wildlife. Alright. So, we're gonna fight a... And we're attacked by a hyena. Oh, we need to flee. The sister died. Great. Oh, well, not great, I mean, but man, that sucks. We entered a strange-looking hut. The interior was particularly musty, with all sorts of dried herbs and other things hanging from the walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare, and he chewed on some leaves. Yeah, we wouldn't survive that. I was about to say, if we had the sister still, we could heal her, but that ain't gonna happen. Let's trade. As if time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a small crate and presented his wares. We can haggle. Portal trans... It is written in unearthly alien letters, but for some reason you know how to read it. A tome of hill creation, portal traversal, fire, abomination. See, I don't know what abomination does. I don't know what fire does. I don't think it's anything good. Hill creation, I could see that being useful. And a... Okay. I take this, and I give you... Okay, water's worth nothing. Kind of filling my inventory with random stuff. It took some effort, but after we came to an agreement with the shaman. After all, we came to an agreement with the shaman. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Cleansing? What does cleansing do? Be cured of all manner of mental disorders. The shaman was willing to offer services, but demanded remuneration up front. He promised that after his ritual, the patient would be cured of all no, I'm okay. Thank you. Let's go ahead and leave. Let's go south. Alright, so this is Stone Overhang. We arrived at a rock overhang that would serve as a basic shelter against the elements. Let's go ahead and rest. We decided it'd be a good idea to allow everyone to rest. The night was bleak and everyone seemed worn out, rested by the fireplace. While we stared into the campfire, Juliet stated that these lands deserved to be reborn through flame. I was unsure what she meant by that, and she immediately went to sleep beside the fire. Oh, great. What is that? Has the eerie fascination for fire. Great. We prepared for departure. The overhang had proven to be a perfect camping spot. Let's leave. And where do we go? Let's go north. I'm kind of backtracking, but this is... Man, we're in a terrible spot right now. Explore the portal. Let's enter the portal. You muster the courage and walk through the blinding light. A moment later, emerge into a mysterious landscape. Oh boy. Um. Where are we? A shrine towered above us. Time had taken its toll on the structure. One would have to climb up the face to reach the entrance. The surface structure felt hot to the touch. It was still possible to walk there, but the potential source of heat was disconcerting. Let's go ahead and use a rope. After securing everyone, we successfully scaled the tower shrine, and let's enter the shrine. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambience stood atop a plinth. A golden beauty. Okay. It was written from an ancient tome. I don't know what this does. What a glorious day. This was exactly what we came for. The moment we attained the treasure, the earth began to shift. We fled as soon as we could. The shrine was swallowed before our very eyes, and a volcano began to rise, spitting fire and oozing lava. As we sailed forth, we observed smoke rings behind us. Before we knew what happened, the fire was raging. I suspected Juliet to be the culprit, but there was no evidence for her clear involvement. Oh, this is terrible. She's burning everything. Okay, we need to leave. Nothing. Hill creation. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave. I considered using the balloon, but perhaps it was unwise. Where would we fly to in these fantastic lands? We have to go back to the portal. No. Okay. Okay, good thing is none of us died. It'll take days to be ready. It would only offer limited space. Okay, let's ready the balloon. Alright. We finished our preparations and boarded the balloon to begin our flight back home. Oh my. It's terrible. Triumph. Black market. Access more gear when equipping your truck before heading out into the unknown. Gun expert. Desert explorer. I'm gonna take desert explorer. Yeah, I'm nowhere near these guys. So even if I gift all of these, I'm nowhere near even 4th place. After Goodnight's rest, I made my sweet return to the docks. There was still some rangers waiting for me, so I spent my time with the patrol. Soon after, my arrival, the trader he was impatient to set eyes on me. I decided not to get the idle way. Promised to compensate me favorably for any instruments that were injured. The trader was heartened by my acceptance of his request. He wished us luck and safe journey, but my endeavor still needed to spread, and the harbor remained almost empty for the remainder of the day. Thankfully, someone was inclined to show up and offer to join our expedition. Dimash a Bedoan. Level 1. I don't know what a Bedoan is. We could surely use a resourceful Bedoan and welcome Dimash Shamas to our trek. My previous expeditions had not been of any particular renown, so I was not surprised to see a little interest in the departure of our ship. Thankfully, one individual offered a Persian translator. Gulshan Baba. Sure. We could utilize a talented linguist and welcomed Gulshan to our team. The captain informed me that our ship had reached the maximum cabin capacity. I would need to dismiss someone if we wanted to set sail. Sorry, Gulshan. From Gulshan that her talents were no longer required, she departed in silence. Okay. I have no gear. I just realized that. So here we are in the mysterious new lands. The desert. I'm gonna sit here and talk for a second. If you saw my first video and you actually made it through my first video, I do have to say that hopefully the audio is a whole lot better. I was able to tweak a lot of my settings before actually filming this second episode, and I went and the production took like 3 hours. Like, not filming took 40 minutes, I think, and then the production, my slow computer took about like 3.5 hours for the video to render and whatnot. And then I went and ate, had some hot dogs. I have a little bit of soda with me. Well, you're about to see the end of my trek, because I'm going to begin my expedition. I got an achievement for reaching World 4, but I don't have any food, weapons, anything. So I'm just going to keep heading to the nearest question mark and just hope I make it out with something. What is this? I don't know what that is. I'm not going to head towards it. I don't even know what that thing is. Giant scorpion. That's what it is. I surveyed the curious man-made rock figurine. The uncannily crafted eye seemed to focus on us. It was a disconcerting sight, and I decided to move on. I saw a few items by the statue, which must have been put there by the natives of the region. They were surely sacrificial items. Yes, oh yeah, I forgot we have a pyromaniac. I was supposed to be clicking on them to increase their levels. Oh, I feel so stupid. I feel real stupid. Well, we know now. Level 2 artist. Level up the game. Advanced artist, increase the quality. Oh, really? I almost just want to suicide, but that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna just give up. So let's trek forward. Let's continue on. As we go north, we found a shrine. A large building loomed in front of us, all manner of plant life. We've heard this before. I sniffed the air. Fetid stench, like Paris in summer. On a roadside ditch, then we saw the vapors, foul swaths of sickly fume tendrils rising out of the cracks of the floor. Let's enter the shrine. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. If this was held any riches, I knew we would find them here. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar. And we're taking everything. What a glorious day. The treasure was ours for the taking. The floor began to crack under the pressure of the foul gas. Below, I could see a wet mass bubble and pop. I fled outside only to see the shrine collapse into a cloud of stench so vile I cannot begin to describe it. It moved fast towards us. Okay. So we could head here. But yeah, I'm gonna get to the ship and just take everything that we have with us. In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent injury from becoming infected. Sir Mueller has a wound beginning to look dry. Okay. Return to the ship. Captain greeted me as we approached our ship this morning. I felt homesick all of a sudden and wondered how much longer I would need to stay. Let's go ahead and sail home. I reflected on the value of my parents. Did I really want to abort the expedition? I had to come to terms with reality. We needed to leave as soon as possible in order for the captain to prepare our vessel. The unexplored shall remain so for today. I think I'm either gonna take a cold vision or adapt. Let's take adapt. I'm nowhere close to these guys. I'm gonna take all the funds. Just go all out on this last expedition. Let's go to the magnificent jungle. After being too excited to sleep, I hurried to the harbor. We had little time for the ship would be ready, so I imagined my visage would look like a society statue. The collector was eager to look upon. I had no growth. The collector seemed rather disappointed and left the harbor boat says. I wondered if this would tarnish my reputation. A seasoned hunter greeted us this morning. He heard about my trek and annulled me so in about a man-eating hyena called Snarfrat. He despised the creature with all his heart and desired it dead. He worked well, Purse would await me if I killed him, brought back his skin. Except, I doubt I'll kill Snarfrat. He nodded gratefully and wished us luck on our hunt. My previous expedition had not been particularly known. Only one recruit came. No thanks. There are far more famous adventurers preparing their boats right now. I was not surprised to see a little interest in the departure of our ship. Thankfully, one solitary recruit. Are they any good? A mountain trooper? No thanks. At long last, our ship was ready to leave the harbor. Let's purchase equipment. I have 121. Okay, so that reveals. Okay, that's a little bit of sanity. Let's go ahead and grab some pictures. One climbing gear, one torch, and 2 torches. Alright. Have a little bit of equipment. Just in time, the vessel was ready to head for the distant shores. Let's set sail. Expedition 5. I believe this is our final expedition. I was deeply absorbed in my studies about this area as we reached the land of our imminent adventure. The foreign landscape beckoned us to explore. I was sure to bring additional water rations from our vessel's stocks. Let's begin the expedition. So, I know I haven't been explaining very much, but I do have to say, if you're enjoying the game, please like and subscribe. Please like and comment at least. And tell me what you think of the game. If you've played the game before, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me if I've missed anything. I would really enjoy the support and the instruction. Shoot, I'm even open to backseat gaming. But, let's continue forward. Let's examine the shrine. We arrived to a majestic structure, seemingly a holy shrine to the inhabitants of the region. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. A circle of dried blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anybody that dared to enter. Let's paint the shrine. Julia set up her easel, palette, and paints, began her work on the statue. Soon she had finalized the piece, which captured the beauty of the place quite skillfully. Let's enter the shrine. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room in this place, held any riches. I knew we would find them here. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar. I would not leave empty-handed. The treasure was ours for the taking. I stepped into the gold pocket of sorts. I could see my own breath crystallize in the air, and every breath was like tiny needles were being jammed into my nose and throat. Great. So if you guys remember the last time this happened to me, this entire place is about to freeze over. Oh, that's terrible. There's a hut. We entered a peculiar-looking hut. The place smelled of old, dank wood and also dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare and chewed on some leaves. Let's trade with him. As the time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a box and presented his wares. I will haggle with him. I kind of want a spear. I don't know, I don't want anything from this guy. So let's leave. And Juliet set fire to his hut. Alright, cool. Poor guy. Let's get out of here. Oh. Someone was missing this morning. I looked around the camp and encountered Juliet sitting in nearby bushes, absolutely whispering to herself as she chewed on some meat. She held onto something that looked like a bone. Terror was indescribable as I understood that Dima had been killed and eaten. Oh no. Yeah, let's get out of here. Ready the balloon. Let's make more room. Let's get rid of the donkey. Get rid of Juliet. It's ready to bloom. Let's take everything of value. Finish our preparations and boarded the balloon to begin our flight back home. This was terrible. We lasted 21 days here. And that's it. I picked Impetus because, this is travel across, but I'm pretty sure this was the last. Oh no, I have one more expedition. Ugh. Only place I have is the Lunatic Prehistoric Lands. I don't have the pelt. Eagerly anticipating the forthcoming adventure, I boarded the ship. Soon after my arrival, the hunter approached me. He was eager to see the evidence of Snarfrattle's death, which I did not have a pelt for him. The hunter was disappointed at my decision and left soon after. I had a fleeting conversation with a scout and acquired a treasure map that was willing to part with for an appropriate price. I don't have any money. Let's take the cook. Improve the quest. Our process really Chucking the expedition, Katie. I realized that. Alright, this is the last expedition. My futile attempts to gain at least 1,000 fame, which is what I'm gonna try to do. So, absorbed in my studies about this area as we reached the land of our imminent adventure, I knew this place had held something special for us. Get the water, let's begin the expedition. I'm just gonna travel as far as I can. Trade. Barter. Sure, let's get the elephant tusks. Let's just head south. I know I'm being quiet, guys, I'm sorry, but I don't know, I'm disappointed the fact that people could level up and I didn't know. Exploration points. We enter the strange encampment of a particular race of large lizard people. The village deserted us with curiosities we tracked through their settlement. We moved freely about their village and considered options with these people. The natives observed us with curiosity. They were polite, offered to help our cause. Recruits? Trade? Oh, there's a saber tooth there. Yeah. mankind had enjoyed since the Stone Age anyway, our march to the darkness began. I was surprised that we forged through without any serious injuries. Eventually, our eyesight adjusted to the darkness. We were surprised to see that there was an entrance to a subterranean route. Let's explore the tunnel. We sailed forth through the pitch-black tunnel. When I finally saw light ahead, we moved towards it in earnest. We ended up where? Wow. We don't have anything. We're just gonna leave. Set up the air balloon and take off because, well, we're gonna run out of sanity. And if you guys wanted me to go and kill myself on a raptor, I was thinking about it. But I've never survived past 6 days. Well, I've never survived all 6 expeditions, so this is kind of my first sight into seeing what happens after the sixth expedition. But 100 off. Graduation 5th. John Houser returned to the peaceful valleys of Wales and triumphed. He lived for many years, some were good, some were bad, but never shined his star so bright as when he sailed forth around the world in quest for glory. Till the very end, he would be reminded of failing his ultimate goal. And Palm returned home and became the mayor of his town. He never spoke another word about what he had seen during his travels. During his life, he became obsessed with haunting notions about a forgotten, mysterious pyramid he had not seen or heard from again. ODL returned to her home and lived a secluded life. After some years, she released her memoirs, which became an overnight success and made her the talk of society. A newly discovered bison species was named in her honor. During her late life, she became obsessed with hunting nightmares about a forgotten 7th expedition. She was not seen or heard from again. Mac Alpine, forged a role in the military ranks. He was plagued by relentless nightmares about the inexplicable things he had seen. He had lived a long, quiet life and died in the presence of Almighty God. Thanks for playing. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is all the... With love from Berlin. German, English, Spanish, French. I'm just gonna go ahead and play, skip through all these. I want to see what happens at the end. I'm sure some of you are curious. So, I enjoy the game. I don't know if you guys do. Of course, I'm just starting out. You know, I haven't really found what my niche is, but I hope I can provide further entertainment with other videos. I was thinking about starting a Darkest Dungeon playthrough. I've always wanted to sit down and play the game, but I never did. I mean, I sat down and probably played through, I think the most weeks I've done was 30 weeks. And even then, I didn't really get that far, because I don't know, I like strategy games like that, but I don't know, just not... don't want to say I'm not smart enough for it. I want to say that I guess I'm not prepared, like I wasn't taking my time, and I guess now that I'm recording for YouTube and recording for whoever's out there that wants to watch these videos, you know, maybe they can give me some helpful tips on, you know, how to survive. Even with this game, I'm looking forward to see if someone will give me any tips or hints and tell me who the best people to start with is. Maybe I'm picking a explorer that is too advanced, or maybe I'm picking an explorer that has a special ability besides the anthropology and the paintings that I'm not quite understanding. Alright, that's the end of the credits. So, and we're back to the title screen. Alright guys, here's my scores. You can see that the expedition the run through that I just played in the past 2 episodes is what is my best run ever. So this is the number to beat next time. Alright, thank you for being in Crow's Gaming Den. Please like and subscribe and comment. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.